Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's talk about Louis Vuitton and Murakami, the multicolour collection. I have said so many times on my channel, if the multicolour collection was to come back to Louis Vuitton, I would be first in the queue. Sign me up, take my money, get me in the queue. I want it all. And as if the Louis Vuitton gods were listening and they knew that there was a lot of money to be made by re-releasing this collection, Murakami is coming back, and in today's video we're going to take a look at some of the more popular pieces and react to them and see what we think of them and talk about them. This is of course the original Murakami collection, the multicolour collection in the black version. This also comes in white. This was the Speedy 30. It has all of the gold hardware on it. It's very heavy, but the multicolour on it is just fabulous. The colours are fabulous and I've loved it, and I have this as a display piece. I don't use this. This sits on my shelves out in the office as display, and I love it for that reason. I bought that purely with the intention of having it for display. I always regretted, although it's not really a regret because I didn't have the money at the time, I couldn't have bought it. But I would have loved to have pieces of the multicolour. I would have loved to have had the cosmetic pouch, for example, in the black. I would have loved to have quite a lot in the black. Of the vintage Murakami, I much prefer the black than the white. And whenever this was being re-released, Anita and I were talking about this, Anita, my fabulous SA in Dublin, and she said to me jokingly, half jokingly probably, well, I just put you down for all of the black, everything in the black collection, because that's what you're going to want. But I have to be honest with you, and I'm going to be a bit controversial here, and I think I'm probably going to get a few people disagreeing with me, but I kind of think they've ruined the black Murakami. I kind of think they've ruined the black multicolour by making it black on black with silver hardware. And I'm going to bring it up and we're going to talk about it, and maybe if I seen it in person, I would change my mind. But I don't really like the black. So let me bring up, what will we start with? Let's start with the black multicolour Nano Speedy. This is one of the pieces that I thought for sure I am going to want this. I'm going to be down for the black Nano Speedy because I really like the vintage one, and I thought whenever they were re-releasing this I would be first in the queue. It is $2,270. At the time that I'm filming this, pre-order hasn't launched yet. It might have by the time the video goes live, but it is to launch the actual pieces for sale in January. I think it's maybe the 1st of January. They generally make a launch on that date. It hasn't been confirmed yet. You can't pre-order yet, but I thought I was going to be first in the queue for this one, and I don't like it. And I think it's the black leather against it as opposed to the vachetta of the vintage and the silver hardware. I very much prefer, and it's personal choice, but I very much prefer the vachetta leather and the gold hardware. And this is, I think, going to stop me buying quite a lot of the black collection because I just don't like the black with the hardware. Now, by contrast, in the vintage collection, I didn't love the white, but I like the white. And there's quite a lot of the white collection that I want to buy. And there's also going to be the cherry blossoms, which I love, and the cherries are going to be released. I think they're March. Now, cherry blossoms, hold there, are what I chose to have painted onto my Louis Vuitton trunk, which is custom painted. I got this for my 40th birthday. I absolutely love the cherry blossoms. So I know that I'm going to want to add a piece of the cherry blossoms. I think probably a piece like a decor piece as opposed to a bag, but I do love it. The cherries were never just as high up my list as the cherry blossoms were, but I think this one, oh, fabulous. So let's have a look at some of the pieces and I will tell you what is on my wish list. In the black collection, I really want to get the pochette clay, the key clay. Now, I think this is going to be a very popular piece. I think half the world and its mother is going to want to get the clay because as per this collection goes, it is expensive. And this is one of the more affordable pieces. It's $445 now for the size of it and what it is. Very expensive. But as per the other prices, I think this is going to be popular. But I really, really like it. And there's not too much hardware on it. So the silver I'm not finding just as offensive. But this is definitely on my list of pieces that I want to try and pre-order. And for the Nano Speedy, I keep going back and forward, but I think that I really, really like the Nano Speedy in the white, which is also $2,270. So I think I may try and order that. I think this would be a fabulous crossbody light piece for grabbing and go in the summer. And I suppose if you watched my vlog sale, I sold the Gucci Blooms bag because somebody really, really wanted it. And I also sold the Louis Vuitton Multi-Pochette Accessoire. They were easy light bags for, say, taking the boys to the park or to a theme park in the summer. And I think this is the type of bag that would work really well for that because it's really, really light. I also like, there is the thinner version of the Vanity coming, and it's coming in the white. I really like it as well. Although I think the Nano Speedy would be more usable and more wearable than what that will be. But it's also a really good piece, and that's also in the white. I'm surprised how much of the white collection I actually like. I thought that I was going to not like the white and be all black, 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 black. What else? There is, now I do want this in the black. There is a passport cover. Now I've said that the passport cover is not a good piece because you don't really keep your passport in it and you don't really use it for your passport. That's right, but I don't want this as a passport holder. I want this as like a notebook holder or something to put receipts or something in my bag because I just love the black multicolor, and there's no hardware on this. So this is working perfectly because I don't have that silver, I don't have the black leather. This is $475 and I definitely want this, and I want this to add to my collection almost as notebooks. The passport cover doesn't come in the white, but there is a notebook cover in the white, and I want that in the white because if you've watched my channel, I kind of collect notebooks. I collect probably more things than I like to admit that I collect, but I kind of collect notebooks, and I want to get the white multicolor piece in the passport cover. No, sorry, it doesn't come in the passport cover, in the notebook cover. So as I can get notebooks in that, and then I can use the black and the white like that. I really, really wish they'd brought out an agenda cover in the multicolor in either black or white. I would have definitely bought that. I think historically they did in the vintage collection. I love my monogram Louis Vuitton agenda, and I really wish they'd brought one out, but they haven't. The passport cover, I'm telling you lies as I sit here. You can get the passport cover in the white. It is $475. You can get it. And the good thing about the white version of the passport cover is it has hot pink lining. The lining of the black is black, which is not my favourite thing about it. What you can't get, it's the other way around. You can't get the notebook cover in the black. So you can get passport black and white, and you can get notebook cover only in the white. They've brought out a fabulous trunk for watches. It's the 8-watch trunk in the black. It has the silver hardware. It is $11,100. I like the look of it, but I'm not going to buy it. There is a trunk also coming in the cherry blossom. I'm getting carried away with this collection. I have to admit that when I first got the lookbook and looked at all the pieces, I messaged Anita and I messaged Meredith, and I said to them both, I want it all of it. Give it to me all. And Meredith said, calm yourself, woman. You don't want it all. You don't like all of those styles. You don't want all of those pieces. You just don't want it all. You need to calm down. You're reacting to the endorphin release. You're just seeing the pretty and you want it all. And she was right. Meredith's normally right when I react like that. And what Meredith has suggested to me to do was look at the lookbook and start marking off what you don't want and work from there. And that's what I've been doing, because initially I was going crazy and wanted to buy the whole thing, and it was collector tendencies. I've been hanging out with her too long and I just wanted to collect all of the pieces. In the white, they also bring out a pyramid trunk, which is fabulous. They have pink lining, blue lining, yellow lining, light blue lining. They're great, but it's $23,800. I'm not buying that. I love it, but I'm not buying it because it's too much money, but it's beautiful. If I had lots and lots of money, multi-millionaires, should be one of them stacked up in that corner. Yep, that would be pre-ordered on the list, and it would be there and it would look fabulous. There is a toiletry 26. I think it's the 26. It's the Pochette toiletry in the NM. I think it's 26, but don't quote me on that. It's in the black. It's $1,280. It has the black leather strips down the side, the black multicolour. It's fab. I probably want to order that too. I don't love the black and I don't love the silver hardware, but I love the overall look of it. Is the black multicolour. I am being real collector here. It's hard. I'm fighting the tendency. This collection is so good, but I really like it, and I think that it would look fabulous in your bag with all of your bits in it. I also, and I'm probably going through this telling you my favourites at the start, I also really, really like the cosmetic pouch. Now, I have said the cosmetic pouch is not the easiest of or the best of Louis Vuitton's SLGs, and it's not. The shape of it is not the best to use, but it comes in the white, and I really want the smaller version to, yes, to use, but on display. So it will have things in it, so it will be used, but it'll either have all my lip products up here or something in it. I love it, and I kind of always wanted the black one. I was always kind of on the lookout for the vintage black one, though they're very expensive in the resale market and not always the best condition. But if I had the opportunity, I would have added one, and it's $845. They also have the Nano Speedy in the super flat. Oh, sorry, it's the Speedy 20. Telling you a lie again. Sorry. And it is $2,830. Don't love this. I do like the print on it. I do like the drawings on it. And I like that it has a pink interior, but there's probably just not enough going on with it for me. Anita did say to me when we were looking at it, what about any of the capucines? And there are some pretty cool capucines in it, but I don't think any of them... I've just bought another capucines. Hold there. Just bought this one. That makes three mini capucines and a BB. Don't need to be buying another capucines, because obviously this is going to go into pre-order very shortly and you're going to have to pay for it all. So I do have to say that I think they're cool. I'm looking at the BB with the cartoon on it. It's $7,800. So I think I'm probably going to have to pass on the capucines. I just bought this one. I don't think I can buy another one. Some of the photos I will put on are from the lookbook, but I'm going to also credit, because he is due credit, at MattD74, MattD74 on Instagram. He has had a lot of the high res photos on his Instagram with the prices. Follow him for a lot of this information because his photos are really good. I also like the Pochette Accessoire in the white. And this is $2,100. I wish it was $1,000. It's $2,100, and it comes with the vachetta strap and it comes with the chain. I'm probably not going to order this if I order the Nano Speedy, but I do like it. I like the vachetta along it. I don't love the studs. I didn't love the studs in the original version. This comes in the black and the white. I don't like the black. I don't like the black leather and the silver, but I'm probably not going to order it. I very much like the card holder in the white multicolour. It's $375. It just brings back so many memories. And again, my wish list of things I want to order is still too long. I'm going to have to keep doing Meredith's trick and working down through this. I really like the card holder. I just think, imagine looking in your bag and seeing a little bit of nostalgia and a vintage multicolour. I'm getting so carried away because this collection brings so many feelings of back then when I couldn't afford it, couldn't buy it, loved it. And the reason they stopped the multicolour in the first place was because it was being so heavily counterfeited. So I guess that is something you need to bear in mind as well if you're ordering any of this, because the multicolour Louis Vuitton, there was fakes everywhere. So it's something just to be aware of whenever we're looking at, well, I'm looking at buying the whole collection, which is not going to happen, but I'm getting a bit crazy. It comes in the zippy coin purse in the black. In the smaller size is $615. It comes in rolling trunks. It comes in luggage. The white rolling trunk is $12,900. It's fabulous looking. The multicolour Horizon 55 is $4,150. If I thought that I could use this and this would be not damaged, I would probably buy it, but I'm not going to buy it because there are so many of our airlines in Europe, because they're very short flights, that the bags that you can take checked in onto the plane, not in the hold, are small. So that's going to stop me probably buying one of those. The high-rise bum bag in the white is $2,830. Probably not going to order this piece, although I can see the attraction. The East-West on the go in the black is $3,550. Another one I'm probably not going to order. You know why? What I don't love about the black. There is a petite malle. I wish there was a petite malle in the actual multicolour. If they had a black petite malle in the gold hardware in the multicolour, absolutely I would be buying it. I think it would look amazing. But they don't. They have it in the monogram super flat, which has the flowers drawn on it. It's $6,750. And the leather around the petite malle, you can see my monogram one, the leather around the edge is black. The leather on the super flat is the vachetta. and I don't know if I love that. I know I'm being picky about what leathers they're using here, but I wish they had done an actual multicolour one. They did do a multicolour petite valise. That's the hard side. I've shown that in vlogs before. It's a hard-sided case that has a handle, opens up, and it's like a suitcase almost inside. It's beautiful, but it is $11,100. And it's bright pink on the inside. It's fab, but I'm not buying it. It's too much money for what they are. They're very heavy. They're decorative. I wouldn't use it very much. I would have used a petite mal, but I'm not buying that. Comes in an Alma BB in the white in $2,830. This is very nice. It would be the Nano Speedy or the Alma for me. I think both of them beautiful. So either of those, just whichever one speaks to you. The Nice Mini and Nice Nano. So the Nice Mini is $1,610. Also comes in the black. I think the Nano version is going to be an Asia only exclusive. I don't think it's going to be outside Asia. They have an on the go, definitely not for me, but the MM size in the white is $4,800. It has the straps. I don't like the on the go, which is why that's not going to work for me. The mini square trunk in the super flat is $10,500. Very cool. That's very cool. They have the Dauphine. I generally don't like that bag. In the soft though, which is the one I do actually like, in the GM, in the white is $5,050. Wow. This collection's expensive. It was always going to be expensive. When they were bringing Murakami back to do this collection, it was to make money. And it's always going to be expensive, but it's still fabulous. The larger cosmetic pouch in the white is $1,530. I prefer the smaller one, thankfully, because it's cheaper. But the bigger one obviously is going to hold more. It has the fachetta bottom. It's like the traditional bigger size. And then they brought out a side trunk, and I did consider this. The side trunk MM in the white is $5,050. I've kind of said there's a side trunk in my future, just needs to be the right one. I don't know if it's this one though. I don't know if it's too white for me. I know that sounds stupid, but because the leather on it's white, the leather strap and the leather crossbody strap's white, so I don't know if it's this one. Another piece, they have a backpack actually. They have the Venice backpack is $4,300. I'm not going to buy it, but I think it's cool. But I do like it, but it's not for me. Another piece that I want to get is the perfume holder. And that only comes, I think, in the white monogram. That's one of my favourites. And I think I have the pink Epi perfume holder that Bestie bought me. I really want the white one as well. I think that's high up my list. They've also re-released the Speedies like my original one. So those are there if anybody's interested in them. I think probably for me what I love most about this collection are the accessory pieces. So now they have hair accessories and stuff. I don't mean that. They have footwear. I'm not sure about the trainers. I'm not sure about the footwear. But I mean the accessory pieces like the Nice Mini for decor or the perfume holder, or I love the notebook holders, the passport holders, even the toiletry and the cosmetic pouches, accessories rather than the actual bags. I think the only bag I think I'm going to maybe pre-order, you can hear a lot of think because I'm not actually decided on this yet, is potentially the Nano Speedy. I do like the side trunk. I'm a bit disappointed in the black. I think I've said that. I don't like the black leather and the silver hardware. That puts me off the black bags. And I'm disappointed. Again, disappointed. I really did want to get the black Nano Speedy. But I don't like it in the colourway that it is. So I think for me, it's going to be more of these kind of accessory type pieces that are going to add up and cost an absolute fortune that you could have bought a bag for or 2 bags for. But they're kind of what's grabbing me the most. Those I think are the pieces that have interested me the most that are being released that I have seen. There will be more images released of the cherries and the blossoms and another collection, but I don't know how much about that I'm allowed to say. So I'm not going to say anything, but watch this space. I think it's going to be a very busy time for Louis Vuitton. People are going crazy about this collection. I love that they've re-released it. I wish they'd left the black alone. And I wish that they'd brought out some more things in both of the colours. If they had a black perfume multicolour case, I would have bought that as well. If they had a black notebook cover, I would have bought that as well. If they had the agendas, I would have bought that as well. But again, we're talking about accessory type pieces more than the bags. But that is my kind of roundup of my favourite pieces and the pieces that have grabbed me the most. What are you most interested in this collection? What is grabbing you the most? What do you want to buy? What are you thinking? Are you thinking we all need to catch our senses and leave it alone because it's been done? Love to hear from you in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching this. If you've enjoyed this in any way or found it informative, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care and I will see you again in the next one.